What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Colin, Dallas, and Donnie. Welcome to episode 100 of the Fourth and Wrong podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for so much support. I know we aren't the biggest channel, but we do have a decent following, almost 100 subscribers. We'd have a couple videos blown up. So
we almost have 200 subscribers. What are you talking about? We got
So
170.
clearly he hasn't been
almost
at the
have
channel.
200 subscribers, guys.
Marshall's humble.
Humble beginnings.
I don't know. I know we definitely don't have people that probably watch our videos regularly, but there definitely are people that tune in into our videos.
Nah, there's some day ones out there.
The day one. If you're a day one, leave a comment.
Comment below.
We'll have a giveaway in the future, maybe like a $5 Starbucks gift card or something.
Ooh.
But anybody that's watching, we were just doing this for fun. We started this 3 years ago, just have some fun, and definitely became more than I think any of us thought it would. So just something to where we actually do have a decent following, and we've had some videos blow up. So shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Colin. He was the originator. Kind of was like, "You guys should do this. I can host it." And then he, started everything, was editing everything. Shout out to Dallas.
He's got the Zoom Plus. That's what.
Dallas got the Zoom Plus.
I do got the Zoom Plus. So y'all literally could not do this without me.
Yep. Shout out Colin for the Zoom Plus. Shout out Dallas. He's been editing a lot of the videos recently and doing all the recordings.
He's been editing all of the videos recently.
And
since like the postseason of our first season, he's editing.
Also done a lot of just side videos. He had one video he made the top 10 lines plays of the season, and that one blew up, got like 15 plus K. And then shout out to Donnie. Someone's always got to be just the guy that comes in with the crazy shit. But honestly, it's good for content. It's always good. If it was just four guys that had no disagreements whatsoever, it would be a pretty boring podcast. I would say so myself.
Donnie also had the greatest take of all time. Dolphins scoring 70.
Dolphins
he did.
Dropping 70 on the Broncos.
Dolphins might score
he did
70,
call that.
And they scored
I need
70.
to make a banner.
He's still riding that high.
Oh,
that
for
was
sure.
a huge high.
I need to make a banner and put behind me, and everything can be blurred except for the banner that said "I called 70-point game."
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was Donnie who won the picks year one. Year two was Dallas, and year three was Collins. So if I don't win it this year,
if you don't win it this year, you're off the pod.
I might be off the pod.
Wrap it up.
We're bringing somebody else up.
So yeah, just a lot of fun that we've had these 100 episodes. We've had, I believe, 2 special guests in total. I believe we had Kenny and Austin on the podcast at one time.
Brittany made a special appearance.
Brittany did make an appearance.
Yes.
So we've had 3.
So we've had 3 special guests.
Marshall, haven't you brought your cat on the pod? That counts.
I did bring my cat. I brought my dog on the pod. They didn't actually have their own screen, so I don't know if those count for themselves. We've had some interesting moments. I remember my power went out in one of them. There was a huge storm that hit our city and took my power out. We've had a lot go on in the 100 episodes. We've got some special stuff planned. Dallas came up with some stuff.
I've cooked today. This is the episode I cooked. I promise.
We've got some stuff later in the podcast. This will probably go a little longer, but before we get into that, we'll actually just talk about the latest NFL news, and then also probably touch on the NBA playoffs a little bit, and then we'll get into the special things we have. So the main 4 things we'll talk about this podcast, along with some probably other small stuff. Myles Garrett has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams, already the Super Bowl favorite, probably, at least for most people, and was the betting favorite before the trade. And the Rams just said, we're going all in. Stafford's probably got 2 years left. He's got 2 more years on his deal. We're going all in. Give us Myles Garrett, a guy that
he
honestly
might only have 1 more year left, realistically.
He's
got 2 years on the deal, but he might wrap it up after this year.
A guy that honestly, with his new contract, I was thinking probably untouchable. I mean, I know he's up there in age, but I just don't see the Browns letting go of the one thing they had, and they let that go. So, the Rams basically, the Browns do get Gerard Verse in return, who is a good pass rusher, but he's not Myles Garrett. So
I think though, for the contract, the Browns honestly came out as a winner. I mean, obviously, they would have rather had Myles Garrett.
They're not the winner, but did they lose? First round pick, they lost a lot more money. Plus, you're not good right now, so it's like, okay, you have a star player with a lot of
rookie contract.
Free up your money, and you can also get some picks. So it's like, why not just enter a actual rebuild phase where you actually, and there's a lot of good quarterback going into the draft next year. So who knows? Like, the Browns are just trying something new. You can't hold on to a guy that's so good when you don't have an offense to go with it. So in terms of the Rams, I mean, they already have Byron Young and Gerard Verse, and Byron Young also very good at pass rusher. But honestly, if you were to look at me, they went and got McDuffie this offseason. And so if you were to look at me and say, what's this one team's weakness? I was like, well, they kind of got the ball ran on him a lot last year. I was like, honestly, I mean, Jared Verse and Byron Young are pretty good, but maybe just upgrading that D line a little bit. And then they just, all right, bet. So they go all in, and they were catching some heat. They had a really good draft pick in the draft, and they went Ty Simpson, which was a lot of people, including Sean McVay, didn't look like they agreed with. So the Rams basically said, all right, hold my beer. And they went out and got the best pass rusher in football. And the Rams are they have everything. I mean, you have Stafford, the reigning MVP. You have Kyrie Williams, a very solid running back. You have Puka, Devontae Adams, a decent O-line, Myles Garrett. You went and got Trent McDuffie. I mean, if they weren't the Super Bowl favorite before, they are long shot, easily the Super Bowl favorites. Donnie, I know you have some things you probably want to touch on this subject. I'll give you the floor.
I'm gonna ask a typical sports media question. What do you guys think is the Rams' biggest obstacle in winning the Super Bowl this year? Like, what team? What do you think is their biggest threat? Because I think we all agree they're the favorite.
Themselves.
I think it's the one threat to every team, and that's health. I think if they can just stay healthy.
If I had to pick a team, I would say the Seahawks, just because odds are they would play them 3 times, just like they did last time. But it's health. It's health, really.
Well, you guys took the fucking flare out of my thing. I was waiting for somebody to no. If this Rams team stays healthy, I don't care if they win 9 games or 16 games. As long as they make the postseason and Stafford, Garrett, Puka, Devontae is healthy, there's no reason for this team to not win the Super Bowl. I am very excited for Stafford.
With that being said, how does that impact Stafford's legacy if they lose it? They don't go to the Super Bowl.
It depends. It depends. If Stafford balls out and the offense performs, it really does.
Stafford's already got a ring. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean,
but Stafford's, I think his legacy is cemented. Whether you think he's a Hall of Famer, now,
I think that a second ring would without a doubt get him into the Hall of Fame. I think that his legacy is already pretty much set.
I think his legacy, like me and Donnie said, I think what's on the line. I think right now, I think he's an 80% chance first ballot Hall of Famer. I really do. MVP ring, 80. The stats. Honestly,
depends on who he retire with.
Yes, it also agrees on his class. But I think he is a Hall of Famer at some point. Like, I think 100% is a Hall of Famer. It's just if he's not first ballot, okay, 3 years. The question I want to pose to you guys is, Stafford goes out this year and say he plays great and say he has another MVP-like season and wins a ring. I think there are some serious conversations need to be have on where he lines with the all-time greats. Like, where does he stand? Because honestly, in my opinion, he's a top 10 all-time quarterback if he wins another ring this year. I 100% stand by that too.
I think he's a fringe top 10 guy as we sit here and breathe today. Like, I think he is. I think if you do not like Matthew Stafford, say you absolutely hate him, like you hold all the Detroit stuff against him, I think the lowest you could have him is maybe 20th. Like, he's top 20, 25 with a bullet guaranteed. And if you love Stafford, you're a guy like me, you probably have him, I don't know, without looking, in the 8 to 13 range, like somewhere in there.
If he were to get another ring.
If he wins the Super Bowl, and let's say he wins the Super Bowl and he has a top 5 MVP finish. He doesn't win it, but he's still like that matters now. Like, if you finish up in the top of the voting, if he has that and wins another Super Bowl, I think he is a guaranteed top 10 quarterback at the very worst.
Okay, getting back to Stafford real quick. I don't know how much you guys look at the Hall of Fame meter on PFF. So right now, Matthew Stafford is sitting at a 108.11. The average Hall of Fame quarterback is a 105.18. So right now, he's currently 12th among quarterbacks all time.
I'm going to spit out a couple guys, and I want to hear if you could only pick one for the Hall of Fame, who would you pick out of these two? If you had to pick between Stafford or Russ, who would you vote in? Not based on what Stafford's going to do, because he might play another 4 years. Honestly, we don't know with some of these guys. I'm saying as they sit today, Russ just retired and what Stafford has done up to this point.
Yep, I would say Matthew Stafford. The MVP carries.
Yep. Yeah, him getting that MVP was huge.
And I think Stafford did more for his ring than Russ did for his. And you can't discount Russ's ring, because I think he had more to do with those teams than But also he had the Legion of Boom. And Stafford had a good defense, but he didn't have Legion of Boom level defense.
He didn't have Legion of Boom level, but it was still pretty damn good.
I mean, it was solid. Let's not forget They brought Eric Weddle out of retirement to play real snaps as a starting DB in that unit.
Hey, joke's on you. Aaron Donald's about to do the same thing.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Did you see the article earlier about what Schefter said about it? Schefter was apparently like, it's more likely than not that he'll come out of retirement. And then the next line in the article was another quote from him saying, nobody said that.
Nobody said that.
And then it's like, what are we doing? But his point was that, like, he's got like an inkling that it's going to happen. He hasn't heard anything official from anybody yet, is what he meant by that. But
talk about a super team.
I was... Dude, okay, this is the thing. I strictly do not believe in super teams in the NFL. I just think it is a sport where it can't really happen unless you literally.
That's about as close as you're going to get to a super team in the NFL, though. If two of the best pass rushers of all time.
If Aaron Donald came back and he was 90% of what he was at his peak, I would be okay. That's about as super team as a super team can get in the modern NFL. I don't think he'll be that, but I was kind of talking to Marshall about this. I think him off the couch right now with the workout videos we see, and yes, he doesn't have football legs, but like he's as strong as probably he's ever been. Like, if not, the fall off cannot be that big. No. If he comes out, if you put on a shoulder pad and helmets and told him to get out there right now, what is he? Is he a top 10 defensive tackle, top 5? I mean,
he left at a really good, like he was playing very well.
He left at an all-pro level.
Yeah. And there's some things like if Tyreek Hill was to retire right now and he comes back in 3 years, like Donald's trying to do, I would have serious questions because, like, speed, you lose speed. Strength, you lose strength. But the thing that Aaron Donald had was he was just unblockable and he was so relentless. And I don't know if you really lose that. Like, you might not get there as often, but, like, the motor doesn't go away. You know what I mean? And mentally, I know it hasn't happened yet, but in my mind, the Rams are so clear and far ahead of every team in the league, because I imagine Aaron Donald's going to play this year. I don't think he's going to play the whole year, but could I see him coming back like early October?
Yeah, that was the other thing is he also said that if it does happen, it's going to be later on, like after, after camp and everything. Like it would be after the preseason. And so they'd need to give him a couple weeks to get up to speed again still.
If I was him, I would come back like, I don't know when their bye week is, but let's say they have a bye week like week 8, week 10, somewhere in there. That would be like prime. You come back, get 5-6 games in you, and then be like full board ready for the playoffs.
Yep.
I think that'd be
insane. Insane.
That would be
kind of insane that people can just come out of retirement mid-season like that.
Hey, it's a free country, man.
Fuck it. At this point,
like I feel like at a certain point, like you can only deal with active NFL players, and that's what you got. Like, you got to be active on a roster by kickoff of week 1. Otherwise, you are not playing that season.
I mean, but then we wouldn't have got the Phillip Rivers story from last year, and that's an all-time NFL.
That's true. That's
all-time NFL story is crazy.
I mean, we will never. The statistically likelihood that we will see a quarterback be retired for 5 fucking years and then come back and actually start a game.
And he also, when he retired, was about 3 years late on that retirement in the first place. So realistically, he should have retired like 8 years ago and he came back.
I love moments like that, dude. I love watching great guys like still hang out. Like, I know like some of it's sad. Like Aaron could come out and throw like 5 touchdowns and 20 interceptions this year, and it would just kind of be sad. We would just kind of be like disappointed. But like, you only get to see those guys like a certain amount of times. And if we get like even just a handful of Aaron Donald games, that's fucking sweet. I'm here for it.
I agree. I do agree. Moving on.
Real quick, Marshall, I got one more thing. Sorry,
No, you're good.
Also, before Dallas says that, I don't know if you guys saw, this is going to be the only time in NFL history where the reigning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year are going to be on the same team at the same time.
That's insane, too.
That's fucking wild.
I just wanted to run through these Myles Garrett specific props on FanDuel, and I want you to, if you would bet it, if you would bet them or not.
Offseason, this is going to be fucking insane.
I know. So right now, Myles Garrett to record 20 plus sacks is at plus 135.
Plus 135?
Plus 135.
I wish I could take the under. There's no fucking way.
What did he just set the record with? What was his final total?
23.
23.
Yeah, 23 is the record.
So he'd be like inching close to breaking his own record again. At that
just
point.
wait. We got some more props.
I
30
would not
sacks.
bet that. I no shot. Even
That would have to be
though I
like-
think he's going to be great this year, there's no shot he is
That would have
that
to be-
productive again.
It would have to be
Especially
like,
in that division. No
it
shot.
would. I mean, to be fair, he might get 20 against just the Cardinals. So we got to
That's
keep that in
True.
mind. It would have to be like plus 1,500.
And then if Aaron Donald comes back, even if he's not playing at, pre-retirement Aaron Donald, that's going to take some away from him.
I hope Aaron Donald comes back and plays the full year, and they combine for like 50 sacks, and they just absolutely like destroy the NFL.
I am an appreciator of good defense, so I agree.
All right.
Love
The
it.
next prop is Myles Garrett to record over 20.75 sacks, which is the Rams team sack record at plus 190. So you're basically
I just don't think so.
There's no
like that's.
He could have a surefire.
You said that's at plus 190.
plus 190.
Ridiculous. They're trying to.
That's nuts.
These people that are.
I was
betting-
gonna say that's the books trying to make their money. That's what that is.
You remember the prop from the Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl when Jason Kelsey was still playing, and it was like Jason and Travis to both score a touchdown, and it was.
I put money on that. I put money on
I did
that.
put $1 on that.
Guess what? They
Yep.
took $1 from Dallas. That's
Yep.
exactly what
Sure
they're trying to do.
They sure did. Next prop is, of course, Myles Garrett to record over 23 sacks, the new single season sack record at plus 440.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane.
He could have an all-pro season, be surefire the best D end in football, and get 16 sacks. Like, and not even sniff these.
That's the thing. It's like, it's not like records are broken every fucking year. Like it takes some time to get to that level again. Like those don't just happen every year.
I wonder if they're like banking on Donald coming back. Because if you have to double team Donald and Myles Garrett gets a one-on-one on the edge, he might get 40 sacks, honestly.
All right. Myles Garrett to record a 5-sack game in the regular season at plus 800.
I could see that.
I like
Let me
that
look at
one.
their schedule.
I like that one.
Let me look at their schedule. Let me
Might
see
do
who,
that twice
let,
against
let me
the
predict
Browns.
exactly who it would be against.
Probably the Cardinals. We
Cardinals.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Cardinals to fucking open the year.
Giants don't have a great O-line. Could be the Giants. Cardinals.
Bro,
Commanders.
Thank God we do not play the Rams.
The
this
good
year.
news is they
Thank
have
God.
2 opportunities for it to happen against the Cardinals too, being it's a
Blake
division game.
Miller. Blake Miller against Myles Garrett. Bro might retire. after
Yeah,
that.
either the Cardinals or
I
the
might
Giants.
just
But you're right, because I forget that they play them twice. That it's going to be one of those 2 games against
Who
the
do you,
Cardinals.
who do you do it against last year? Because he did it
I
last
don't
year.
remember. Hang
He had
on.
like he had either a 5 or 6 sack game against the Patriots. Maybe
It
it was
the
4.
Patriots.
I remember
I
he
think
had
you're
4 or
right.
5 sacks in one game against the Pats.
All
Completely
right.
took over the game and they still lost by like 20.
Yeah. The next prop, Myles Garrett to record 20 plus sacks and the Rams to win the Super Bowl at 1,300.
Wait, say that one
Say
again.
that again.
So Myles Garrett to record 20 plus sacks and the Rams to win the Super Bowl plus 1,300.
That one's not.
That's devious. Keep in mind,
What are their
we're-
odds to win the Super Bowl straight up?
Like
without
plus
the 20 plus sacks?
It's 550 right now.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
So-
ridiculous.
So whatever, it's a plus.
This is again the books just trying to make their money. That's what
Absolutely.
this is.
Because it's plus 550 plus a plus 135 together essentially.
That's a hell of a parlay.
And then the last prop, Myles Garrett to record half a sack in every regular season game.
No.
He has to play a minimum of 14 games plus 5,500.
No shot.
The fact that has the longest odds.
He went. He
I
had
don't think
1,
that's
2,
insane for
3,
5,500.
Oh, dude.
4 games
even
last year. 4 games last year in his record-breaking year without
No,
a
no, no,
sack.
no. I'm saying I don't think that's insane for the odds compared to the other
Oh.
ones. I would
Oh,
take.
I
I
was
would be
about to
okay
say.
with that over some of the others.
Yeah, but even if you were to take all that sounds good solely because we just listed the craziest fucking odds ever. If
That's
you were to
true.
just remove that, if you were to just show that on its own, like what's the second best pass rusher? Let's say TJ Watt. TJ Watt in that would probably be like plus 20,000. Just because that's almost impossible. Like
I was going to
It's-
say, like I said, last year, set the record, had 4 games without recording at least a half sack.
yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, I just saw those and I thought that was
Interesting.
Also,
so
is it
interesting.
every single regular season game that he plays in then?
He has to play at least 14.
I mean, like, obviously, but so he has to
If he takes a snap,
at
it
14
counts.
games when it hit, you know?
If he only played 14 and had a half a sack, it would count. But if he played 15 and didn't get it, that 15th game, it wouldn't count.
See, I think the reason they put that in it is because the Rams might have the 1 seed clinched by week 14. So
true, and
very possible.
Honestly, probably good for them.
I think there's zero shot that happens anyway.
I mean, I'll never predict
not the 1 seed thing. The sack that prop bet hitting is what I mean.
Yeah,
they could absolutely be the 1 seed by week 14.
All right, moving on from
the line turn a little bit of turmoil because this is just a good rebuilding year for the rest of the NFC.
Moving on from the Aaron Donald stuff, AJ Brown finally, we kind of knew this was coming eventually, but he has been finally traded to the New England Patriots.
How did you feel about that message that he left on the wall in the Eagles facility?
He's not wrong.
Gio might fly to New England and beat the shit out of bro. That's how I feel. Gio is.
Yeah, that was interesting for sure. I mean, we knew there was bad blood there, so
yeah.
I don't know. That was
arguably though, he is a top 3 wide receiver in Eagles history. It's literally Terrell Owens, Deshaun Jackson, maybe.
I would say Chris Carter's probably up there.
I don't think of Chris Carter as an.
Are we talking about just pure talent, or talking about in
Philadelphia?
I mean, I don't know. They've had a lot of players that just weren't there for a long time. Like Chris Carter, Hall of Fame wide receiver. He probably played 5-6 years there. Deshaun Jackson, fringe Hall of Fame guy, probably played 6 seasons. It's kind of hard. But I would say yes. I mean, he's a top 5 talent they've ever had at wide receiver for damn sure.
All right.
But no, this I'm really excited to see Drake May working with an actual wide receiver 1 instead of Kayshon Boutte hoops. I'm glad to see him actually have a guy.
It'll be very interesting.
I don't know, man. I feel like that has a potential. I think the Browns Rams trade is a trade where it's okay, I think that could be an A+ for both teams a year from now when we look back.
Yep.
I think this is a rare trade where it could be a D or an F for both teams a year from now. I mean,
I feel the potential the ceiling is so high, but the floor is also so low.
The floor is in hell.
The Eagles, either way we win.
Eagles, that's fair. The Eagles offense without AJ Brown, it might get way better, or it could fall off a fucking cliff. And then the Patriots, that first month I think will be fine. But say come week 5, if shit's not gelling and AJ Brown's not getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 catches a game, I think there could be issues. And I think that could spiral both team season, at least for this year.
Moving on from the AJ Brown trade, we're going to talk about the Indiana Bears. They have now officially moved to just northern.
Well, not officially.
Not officially. They will be.
Yes, but they the
as Adam Schefter put it, barring anything crazy, it's a done deal.
It's the only site they're currently looking for, according to the whatever you call it.
Yes.
Which I mean, I don't know how much time you guys have spent in Chicago, but Hammond is literally right across the border. It is
it's
less than 20 miles from Soldier Field. It is not a crazy move, but it is kind of unfortunate because I personally don't hate Soldier Field. I think that obviously it's aging and it's an old ass stadium, especially the original parts of it that they preserved. But I like Soldier Field. I had a great time there. The one time I went to a Lions game there, been to a couple concerts there now. Soldier Field's a great venue, all around. But this was a lot of legislative bullshit with the Illinois state legislature not wanting to give them the tax breaks that they wanted, and so they threw a hissy fit and they're going to leave. That's really what this comes down to.
Nobody's talked about it, and it would never happen. But why didn't the Bears look into moving to Kenosha or somewhere right across the Wisconsin line? That would how do you think Bears fans are mad that they're moving to Indiana? You imagine how pissed they'd be if they were moving to Wisconsin.
Oh my gosh,
that'd be so funny.
They'd have lost their mind.
That would be, as a Bears hater, that would be peak entertainment.
That is true. That would be a good time.
Sticking with the Bears, man, Caleb Williams, cover of Madden.
Stupid.
I saw someone Photoshop the Hammond, Indiana skyline behind it after the move was announced.
What the fuck are we doing?
People are upset for the wrong fucking reasons. Okay,
I agree. Preach.
The one where he's doing this and his nails are painted. I don't really give a fuck. That's kind of cool with like the Iceman nickname. Like that's fine.
Oh, I don't care about that. I just cared that there was about 100 other better options than Caleb Williams. What?
I wasn't mad with it until I started.
Shit, what did we do?
First
Well,
off,
the Super
I'm
Bowl
gonna
champion, Sam
I'm gonna-
Darnold. No. The reigning MVP, Matt Stafford. No.
Could you
JSN,
imagine
he
if
went
Matthew
nuclear
Stafford
this
had gotten
year.
the Madden curse this year?
I'm buying every copy. I'm buying a physical copy of the game again, and I'm just putting it on my fucking mantle.
I just
That's
think
crazy.
that was the stupidest thing ever. Like,
I
what
saw-
I
about
did.
it?
This is the first Madden that I am purchasing in a while because I got the MVP plus thing so that I could
Okay.
get college football early.
Yep.
I don't really plan to play it very much, but I did. This is the first Madden in a while that I'm buying.
So, fun fact: Caleb Williams is now the second Madden cover athlete to not be an All-Pro, behind Peyton Hillis,
Oh. Okay.
and
That's
he
not
is
where I
now.
thought that was.
Great
And now
track
he's-
record for how his career is going to pan out after this.
Yeah, and he is also the second lowest overall like Madden cover athlete. I think he's only a 90
In the game.
overall in the game.
He's a 90, and then the second lowest ever, or the lowest ever, is Madden 08 with Vince Young. He was only an 87.
Super underrated.
I'm gonna tell you what though. I was not really like mad. Like, Caleb Williams putting him on the cover, that doesn't inherently make me mad. I think it's a little bit early. I think like it's a year or so early. Because he didn't even throw for 4,000 yards. Like he had a solid year and he had great moments, but like he wouldn't normally make the cover.
No.
I was kind of mad once I realized like they passed up Stafford because Stafford, he's not like a huge name, but like coming off an MVP, if he was ever going to be on the cover, this was the year. And this is fueled by my hatred of Chicago and mainly MJ. The fucking Jumpman
That's
logo
fire.
cover.
Low-key, that's fire. That's
I
fire.
legit-
Low-key.
I hate that more than anything. That is the stupidest fucking man cover
It is
I've
so fire.
That is so stupid. Like as soon as I saw it, I got like foaming at the mouth mad. That is fucking stupid. It is just fucking. So not only are we
This is a bad take.
Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Not
That was one of the best plays of last season.
hold on. Not only are we 30 fucking years.
Oh, he's so mad he
I
broke
got
his
so
board.
mad he froze.
Hold on.
You froze.
Not
You
only-
froze. Go back.
Fucking-
You're good. You're good now.
You're good
Yeah,
now.
we can see you, but you froze while you were
Not
talking.
only are we still sucking this motherfucker MJ off 30 years later by people still buying his fucking trashy shoes and wearing his bullshit clothing, we
Hey, the
are
shoes are
making
fire.
a mad. Hold on. We are making a different game sports cover, a mock of his fucking stupid logo.
Man, I didn't think about it like that.
I
Might be
see
goated.
people. I see fucking AAU clips of people dunking from the free throw line. Michael Jordan is a fucking fraud bitch, and we are putting his fucking Jumpman Iceman logo on the fucking cover of Madden. The NFL needs
That's
to
fire.
grow the fuck up. I am so sick. It was the first time you guys have hated Caleb Williams, and I didn't. I liked him at USC, and I was kind of mad he went to the Bears.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'm gonna let Donnie finish his
Hold
rant.
on,
in his bathroom.
This was the first time I was like, okay, I genuinely hate Caleb Williams. It was the first thing that pissed me off, and like I hope when we play him, Hutch has 45 fucking sacks just against the Bears. It irrationally pissed me off, and now I can't even get my fucking game to go back to where it was.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you, man.
I was gonna say, to your point, I don't like Caleb Williams. I think the cover's pretty dope.
Fucking this one, I get why it's getting clowned. He has painted nails. Okay, grow the fuck up. But like,
I mean, that's something we've known about Caleb Williams for like
Yeah.
8 years
yes,
now.
but I'm
So
saying
like, who cares?
I'm just saying people online were like picking on it and like laugh reacting it because he had painted nails.
I
Whatever.
think it's perfect.
I've never really
I think it's perfect
I think it's
only
cool.
because he plays for Chicago, just like the Bulls, Chicago Bulls, and he made that throw in a game. It wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't
It'd be
like
different if they just
because it
pulled
was
that
staged.
pose out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he did that in a game.
He did that in a game, and it was an
He's-
iconic moment from this season.
He's been making throws with that motion when he was at USC and probably at Oklahoma, to be honest with you.
They
I
didn't
haven't
have a
looked at-
college football game back then.
Yes, but the fact that now we're putting it on the cover and it's
I'm
like
glad you brought up Oklahoma.
It's
Where's
like the-
Spencer Rattler's fucking Madden cover? Since you wanted him
The
to,
fact-
to be
the
the
fact-
starter at Oklahoma.
the fact that he's been doing this shit for fucking years at this point. For over half a decade, we've been watching him play fucking organized football outside of high school. And now it's like, oh man, look at him with the fucking jump man, fucking
Still
Jordan.
talking about it, huh?
Caleb Williams, honestly, has now made my shit list. The fact that, oh my god,
Yes,
I'm glad this is what
I'm
it took.
actually mad. I am genuinely like, I cannot.
And it's not even his fault. That was the Madden producers probably picked that pose for him.
I don't give a it's all the Discord online of like fucking people like you guys. Oh, it's actually kind of cool when you think about it. I mean, he's from Chicago. Like, I don't give a fuck. I hate Chicago. I hate Caleb Williams. Michael Jordan can suck a fucking
We've gone
dick.
to this was the first moment that I've started to not like Caleb Williams to 2 minutes later saying I hate Caleb Williams.
I like Caleb the player. I wish he was on the fucking Seahawks or something. I like Caleb Williams. The fact that fucking Jordan Jumpman logo. It's like, go fuck yourself, bro. Fuck Caleb Williams, dude. Fuck the city of Chicago. Fuck the Bull. I'm ready to go. Let's move on.
I didn't think this was gonna get this heated.
Man,
That's crazy.
I didn't know.
I thought it was a good cover, and I don't even like Caleb Williams.
Literally, like as soon as I saw
I hope
it,
that the Madden
Williams,
curse
hey,
comes
I
for
am
him.
here
But
I
for
literally
it.
like held my phone and I audibly said to myself, like at work, I said, "Are we fucking kidding right now?" And it's just ridiculous. Like, grow the fuck up. So, just
Hey, episode 100, we had to have a Donnie crash out. We had to.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that it lined up this
Episode
way.
100.
Holy fuck.
Glad we had one.
MJ, if you see this, go fuck yourself. God.
That's just the 50 Cent meme. The fuck did I do? I probably didn't have anything to do with it.
What do you say fuck me for?
What do you say fuck me for?
avid fourth and wrong viewer Caleb Williams.
Man.
All right, moving on. I believe the last thing before we can go and talk about some basketball a little bit before we get on to some surprise stuff that Dallas has. The Russell Wilson has announced his retirement from the NFL after a very interesting career. Started obviously with the Seahawks, was kind of an overlooked second round pick, ends up becoming a Super Bowl champion, 2 Super Bowls he went to, obviously very, the one is very famous of why he lost, the interception to Malcolm Butler, but still an all-around good career that ended up going to the Broncos for a lot of money, a lot of picks. It just didn't work out. And now he just kind of got
fourth and wrong history.
Thrown wrong. And very
let's ride.
Definitely.
I was gonna go the 70 point thing, but
true.
Oh, that too.
Definitely an all-timer. Hall of Famer, maybe not first ballot, but I definitely think he is a Hall of Famer at some point. Good career from him, and congratulations, Russell Wilson, on your retirement. If you're watching this, I don't know, he might be bored, just like, oh shit, I gotta find something to do.
I feel like Russell Wilson is going to be a guy we look at in like 20, 30 years when we're like old men, and like he's going to come up on the bound. We're going to be like, God, I remember Russell Wilson, and he's going to make the Hall of Fame like way out. You know what I mean? Because like,
Dad, how good was prime Russell Wilson?
I didn't hear what you said.
Prime Russell Wilson.
I said that our kids, Dad, how good was prime Russell Wilson? Man.
Let me tell you.
Son, the better question is, how good was the prime Legion of Boom?
I was going to say, how good was the Legion of Boom?
Honestly,
yes, Russ was good.
Honestly,
Russ was very good, but I mean, let's be honest.
I got some stats if you guys want to hear them.
Of course.
All right. So Russell Wilson is 16th all-time in passing yards with 46,966 passing yards. He is 12th all-time in passing touchdowns with 353. 5th all-time in passer rating at 99.3. 9th all-time for fourth quarter comebacks with 32. 4th all-time in rushing yards amongst quarterbacks with 5,568. Of course, he has 1 All-Pro, 1 Super Bowl, but unfortunately no MVPs and no MVP votes, period.
That's a solid career. That's a pretty good career.
And honestly, he's 1 bad throw, which technically wasn't even a bad throw. It was,
bad play call.
He's 1 great recognition from the Patriots away from being a 2-time champion, back-to-back.
This is true.
Yeah, and that probably would have made him a lock for the Hall of Fame, I'd say.
I would say. A back-to-back alone probably sets you.
Probably not a first ballot guy, but it would have made him like eventually he's getting it. Now it's like a question if he'll eventually get it. I feel like Russ is kind of unspoken or underrated thing that he doesn't get a ton of credit for, but I feel like he deserves to get some credit for is when he came into the league, I mean, there was like scrambling quarterbacks was kind of becoming a new thing. Like Michael Vick, was a guy who'd been around a while, and Cam Newton was really young, but like, and Cam was mainly a runner who kind of could throw. Russ was the first guy who could really run and throw at the same time.
Yep.
And being such an undersized guy, we had Drew Brees in the league who had been in the league for a while and was an established guy, but I feel like people kind of looked at him as like an outlier, a shy who just happens to be so great throwing the ball, where it's like, okay. And a lot of other short guys didn't get a chance. Then Russ came in, he could kind of run and throw. He was shorter, but like he made it work. I feel like Russ kind of opened the door for a lot of guys like Russ, or not Russ, fucking Jesus Christ, like Kyler Murray, and a lot of other guys that were undersized, kind of scramble, could kind of do both. I think he gave them a good avenue, because without that, I mean, other than Drew Brees in that era, there was not short quarterbacks. They just really, if you were under 6'3", 6'4", like you just really didn't get a good shake. And I feel like Russ opened the door for a lot of guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, that is really obviously being the off season. We were in like the midst of training camp starting. So unfortunately on some random Tuesday, we had the most insane NFL day in May and June ever. But that's really it in terms of football news.
I forgot a big piece of news that we forgot about. Rashee Rice, his arrest, which is only notable because he went to jail directly after receiving his secondary surgery. So now he's currently rehabbing a pretty major knee construction in county jail away from KC doctors, which is what the fuck are we doing, man? Yeah. Like he got popped for weed because he was on parole. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? He has every opportunity in the world and just continues to be a dumbass.
Yep. It's wild. All right, before we move on to the special part of the podcast, talk about a little bit about NBA. It's the NBA Finals right now without OKC. I think everyone can kind of agree that's a dub itself. We had the New York Knicks versus San Antonio Spurs, and we've had 3 games so far. Knicks, obviously, they've been on a heater lately, and then you've got obviously the rising star of Wemby. Just last night, it started out, Knicks were up 2-0 with 2 pretty, I wouldn't say dominant, but just good games where they just hard-fought victories. And then last night, came down right there at the end, and the Spurs ended up getting one to keep this a close series. 3-0 was definitely like, all right, this is just, you know, adding fuel to the fire right here, but making it 2-1, that definitely makes it interesting. Both teams have won in the away stadium. No team has gotten a home win. So made the series very interesting, but yeah, it's been New York is on fire, and Wemby's trying to wheel his team to victory. I know Donnie probably has a little bit to say. I heard last time on the podcast, he said he was all in on the Knicks. Sounds like was a pretty good take so far. And just before we started, or as we were starting, he said that he hates Wemby. So I'm very interested in seeing why he hates Wemby.
I have a guess as to why he hates Wemby.
I want to hear your theory before I say anything.
It's the racism. He's racist.
Yeah. He's threatening my all-time favorite player, Larry Bird. Obviously,
yeah. Taking the spotlight off of Luka.
Oh man, nah.
So many people have already done that. Is not even a spotlight.
like Marsh said, we don't really talk basketball or anything on here, but I've been on the Knicks for a minute. I mean, I don't really have a horse in the race. Like, I don't have any fandom to any NBA team. I like different players, but that's it. But I just feel like the Knicks were like a sleeping giant, and they just weren't putting it together before the playoffs. Finally put it together, and they've gone on this. They had 13 straight wins, whatever. I don't like Wemby because I have not watched a ton of the Spurs since he's been on the team. Or, I mean, really, I guess my entire life since fucking Kawhi left the team. But
damn.
the amount of just this is going to be tough because I'm a Luka fan. But the amount of just like petty, like whiny bullshit he does is not talked about in
every player in the NBA.
No, it's not really.
Being a Luka fan, this is kind of wild.
Luka, there's a difference. And you can call me, like, say that I'm cherry picking. I do classify different in my brain. Luka does whine, and I don't love that. And I haven't watched, like, he hasn't played in a while, so, like, we've kind of forgot about it a little bit. But he will whine to the refs, which is, it's not a good look, obviously, but, like, I mean, a lot of people do it in the NBA, kind of like what we're talking about. The shit that Wemby does is, like, the media doesn't talk about, because everybody knows Luka bitches to the refs. You see clips basically every Lakers game afterwards of him fucking going to the refs while there's a fast break on the other end. But Wemby, like, he fucking elbowed Naz Reid in the face as hard as he could, knowing he's there. He took a hard, or he, I don't really know how to describe it. The play with Alex Caruso, where he fucking, like, blatantly ran him the fuck over when he saw he was there. And then what he just did to Jalen Brunson last night with shoving his fucking head in the ground, basically. It's just like, it's fucking ridiculous because he hasn't been fined. He hasn't been suspended. He hasn't picked up a fucking flagrant for anything outside of the Naz Reid play. And he's just so coddled by the NBA right now. There's no reason for him to not retroactively get a flagrant. The only reason they're not doing it is he's going to be a flagrant point away from being suspended, and they don't want a repeat of the Draymond situation from a decade ago.
So you don't hate Wemby. You hate the NBA for not enforcing its rules and punishing Wemby.
I hate some of the media discourse around Wemby, and I hate how Wemby is treated, which I put on Wemby, fair or not. But
I'm going to say not, but
I think, like, Wemby, everything, ever since he entered the league, people have been early to crown him. He's 7'6", 7'7", whatever the fuck he actually is, and he has the skills of a guard. Eventually, he is going to be the best player in the league. I think that's a foregone conclusion. But the people have been trying to put that on him for the last couple years, and just right now, I don't think his offensive game is enough for him to warrant that discussion. Defensively, he's already the best defensive player in the league, probably since he entered it. But just offensively, his game is not, like, he doesn't have a go-to move. He doesn't play in the post enough for how big of a height advantage he has against basically everybody. I think he plays towards the perimeter too much. And then just, like, the unnecessary bullshit of, like, what he did to Jalen Brunson and everything else. And it just not getting picked up by the NBA and them not doing anything about it is the bullshit part of it. Wemby's going to be the best player in the league. And if he stays healthy, he's going to have a serious GOAT debate. But it's year 3. I don't think he deserves as much credit and grace from the NBA and fans as what he currently gets, is why I don't like Wemby.
Okay, so you don't like Wemby for stuff that's out of his control for the most part, but I get you. I get you.
But, like, Wemby, you don't think Wemby losing his cool is a part of his control?
I think
Like,
that's him. He's in his 3rd year. I think he's a young player who can't. I don't
really give a fuck about that, honestly. Like, it's not like he's emotionally acting. You know what I'm trying to think. I think Wemby's a mature guy. And, like, when he talks, he doesn't sound like a 22-year-old in the NBA. He sounds very profound, like he's a well-educated dude. And he's always, remember earlier in the season where he talked about, like, ethical basketball and, like,
that was my favorite saying.
Shut the fuck up. Because Wemby can't lecture people on how to act and take the high road on everything when he's doing this petty bullshit. And then, like, he's never talked to the media after having, like, a bad moment. Once he elbowed Naz Reid, he skipped media, didn't get fined or anything, and just still has not answered for any of that bullshit. Which is just, if LeBron elbowed somebody in the fucking face and then skipped media and just didn't answer questions about it, he'd be getting fucking murdered. And, like, I mean, Luka would, Ant would, any of the young guys would, even if you want to make it about age. It's just,
I do not think that if LeBron did it, he would be getting murdered. I'm gonna be real.
If you
I guarantee whoever he elbowed, he deserved it. You're touching my king. That's my Lord and Savior.
That's what I would say on a TikTok thread. I wouldn't, like, actual media would not.
How dare you grab my sunshine?
Bro, if LeBron was to elbow somebody in the face, Skip Bayless would take him from 9.
In a way, we said
he would drop him out of the
All right. If we're using Skip Bayless, we got to wrap this up.
I'm just saying the media, the fucking discourse around the NBA would murder LeBron. I'm over Wemby. I like Jalen Brunson. I like Karl-Anthony Towns fucking packing his fucking lunch every fucking game of this series outside of game 3.
I was about to say, except for last game, but
well, we're
game 4 predictions.
I think Knicks go up 3-1.
It's hard to imagine the Knicks losing this series. The way that the two teams have been playing, it took every mistake for the Knicks to lose by, like, 4 yesterday at home. I don't see an immediate switch up for the rest of the way from these two teams. Like, it's the Knicks series to lose at this point, and I think they're going to go up 3-1.
As much as I like the Knicks, I am very nervous because even with how game 2 went, they were a good look away from losing that game probably. I mean, they would have got the ball with like half a second left. who knows what the fuck would happen. But I think they outplayed them in that game, barely got away with it. And then game 3, everything that happened, and the score was closer than what it was because they rallied at the end. And it's a true must-win because if you lose this, going back to San Antonio, best of 3, they have home court. That's not a great place to be. But I got to go with the Knicks. I mean, they have to win one of these in MSG. If you lose this at MSG and it becomes a best of 3 series, it's just, with how hot they were and then they would have cooled off so much, it has to. Jalen Brunson has to have a legacy game.
I agree.
Dallas?
All
right.
You know what? I'm gonna say the Knicks win game 4 only because if we're gonna have a real GOAT debate, Wemby's got to come back from 3-1.
Get the fuck out.
I appreciate the rage baiting.
Shut the fuck up. Knicks in 6. It's gonna go Knicks, Spurs, Knicks in MSG, closing out game 6. That's exactly how it's gonna happen.
Man, we're gonna start off with something we've only done once, and that is the Fourth and Wrong Hall of Fame class today. So
when
if you got
the first
one,
it was episode 50, wasn't it?
It was episode 50.
I wasn't here for that.
You were not, Colin.
This is my first time doing it.
Can we get a first Hall of Fame recap?
Colin during trivia.
Yes.
Deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
So there are no moments.
You're supposed to be good to be in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Shame.
So to recap, the first inducted class of the Fourth and Wrong Hall of Fame, of course, Jim Brown, Billy Cannon, Drew Brees, and then in our coach's wing, we had Mike Vrabel and Arthur Smith.
We love it. What a
This year's class, I think might top that class.
There's no way.
It might top this class. And we're going to start off with our coaches wing here. We have 2 coaches that will be inducted into the Hall of Fame, Fourth and Wrong Hall of Fame. Very notable, very iconic in the scheme of football itself. And of course, it gave us one of the greatest group chat names of all time. Jim and John Harbaugh.
The Harbaugh ball.
Let's go. Harbaugh ball.
Harbaugh ball.
Shout out to Colin. He said it. He goes, yeah. I mean, both the Harbaugh brothers. This is like he wanted to say the Harbaugh Bowl, it's a tongue twister. He goes, the Harbaugh Ball. And we all go, what was that? That's a classic. That absolutely deserves.
And it has been our
group
chat name for ever since.
Michigan man, Colin loves that.
Michigan man.
Ann Arbor pioneer legend.
Yep. Toledo native. Toledo native.
What did you just say to us?
Ann Arbor Pioneer High School.
Okay. How do you know that?
What? When it comes to like
big Michigan
actual
fan,
trivia, when it comes to actual no, it's also because my buddy from college went to that same high school, so it was like known that he went there. But when it comes to like real knowledge that would like serve me well in trivia, terrible. When it comes to useless knowledge that's never going to come up, I'm your guy.
Playing real
what
trivia,
high school? High school for $100,000, Colin? Your question is, what high school did the Harbaugh brothers both attend?
Playing trivia with Colin must be wild. Like, what are the colors in the rainbow? Colin's like, and it's like, what did the 17th president's middle names also rhyme with? Colin's like, got it. I know what it is. Like,
his step cousin went to Michigan State. I know it.
Yep, I do it. Yep, that definitely deserves to be in the hall.
All right. We are going to be moving on to the player wing. This is more players than last class, so it's a stat class. I told you, this class is better than last year's. Starting up, this wide receiver has become a legend in the Fourth and Wrong podcast with a career statistic of 18 catches and 231 receiving yards, standing at 5'5", Tom Kennedy.
Let's go.
No.
I don't have time to go get my jersey. I was gonna get up and get it.
Hold on, I got it.
He said 18 catches, and I immediately was like, "Oh, that's Tom Kennedy." And
Hey,
then he said
hey.
200 some yards, and I was like, "Oh, that's definitely Tom Kennedy."
Shout out Tom Kennedy for making the Hall of Fame at something at least. Like
Tom, if you can hear me, can you please sign my jersey this mini camp, please, or this training camp? I mean, please.
You gotta
Let's go.
send him
Tom
There it is.
Kennedy.
that Eric Ebron jersey. What is that?
That's
Okay,
crazy.
move on.
bro's gonna wear it backwards just so everybody don't know.
Every time he's worn that, I've said it's an Eric Ebron jersey.
He's so mad he froze again.
I think that's a definite deserved Hall of Fame.
Honestly, they both got the same amount of catches. So.
Honestly, yeah.
Bro, pissing me off. Tom Kennedy, shout out. I know you're a big fan.
Kennedy, send my jersey, please.
All right.
Fuck him. He's a fake fan.
Next up,
Day
we
one
ha-
time.
next up, we have another fourth and wrong legend.
I would hope so if they're going in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
With a career
God.
stat line of 508 carries, 2,054 rushing yards, and 9 rushing touchdowns. Ladies and gentlemen, Lions legend, Amir Abdullah.
Let's go. Didn't know if it would be him or somebody else.
I still haven't brought that card
right
home,
next to
something like
Tom
that.
Kennedy, by the way.
You'll notice that his name was read first, though.
No, it was they're saving the best for last. That's what they're doing.
Is it bad? As Dallas was going, he's like naming off the stats. I'm like,
Who the fuck is
fuck
this?
did no, I was like, when have we talked about Zach Center?
He's on TikTok now, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. Zach Center,
Nice.
future TikTok star.
You guys know he's like a doctor.
We got to collab
Yeah.
with him. We
That's
gotta
crazy.
collab.
When football doesn't work.
Do you think I could DM him and get him on the podcast one week?
That
Oh,
would
yeah,
be-
God.
for an interview? Just say
That
it's an
would be-
interview.
I'm gonna ask him
Fox.
if he ever played with Tom Kennedy.
we would have to be on our best behavior.
100%.
Yeah,
We also
I'm
could
gonna
not
ask-
record at 8:30 on a Tuesday. So.
I
that
need
is true.
immediately asking him about Tom Kennedy. I don't even know if they're on the team together. It's happening.
That's such a good one.
All right. Next up, someone who has been scattered throughout some of the episodes, but has recently become very popular in the fourth and wrong lore. This guy has 10,899 passing yards, 53 passing touchdowns, and a Super Bowl championship. Michigan State legend, Brian Hoyer.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a solid one.
Let's
Can
go.
he not say Super Bowl champion?
Why
like
the
he did
fuck is he
football
being
and then Super
inducted
Bowl?
this year? Have I missed him being brought up lately? Am I crazy?
You brought him up at least 10 times by yourself.
He's a Michigan
bring
State
him up.
alum.
I bring him up? I do not remember bringing up Brian Hoyer at all since like
Cue the every time Collins. I'm not
I
doing
was
that.
gonna say you gotta slice that in now.
I ain't doing that.
It's either Colin. Let's be honest. It's either him or Connor Cook. They kind of both share the platform for the same reason.
I feel like Marshall's more of the Connor Cook guy than I am.
Well, both of you need to shut the fuck up because I don't want to hear.
Anyway, another quarterback that I should, or another former player that I should reach out to see if we can get him on the podcast.
Yes,
Guaranteed.
100%.
Guaranteed.
I'll tell him I'm an MSU grad.
There you go. Yeah. That.
Just that I don't give a
How
fuck.
about a fellow Spartan? You
Yeah,
know?
what if he just said, "Yeah, I don't care, bro."
Like, I don't claim him. I don't rep him.
Yeah, there you go. You rep him enough to be in the Hall of Fame. How about that, Colin?
No, I was saying he doesn't rep the
Oh,
Spartans.
he doesn't rep the Spartans. Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
either.
All right. Next up, we already mentioned him earlier this podcast. The man with many names, the Asterix, Robot Russ, Danger Russ, and ultimately Mr. Unlimited
Yeah,
Russell Wilson.
Solid.
Hall of Fame. That's right.
Let's ride. That was quote of the pod for
That's
a
on
full
his plaque,
year.
actually.
Yeah.
It's Broncos country.
Broncos
that's
country.
right.
Let's ride.
Huge.
I wish I was good at like building like graphics and stuff because I would totally do like make a
Fake
bust
bust
of all
over
these
these.
players.
I could do it.
There you
No,
go.
because you're gonna use fucking ChatGPT and drain
Yeah.
Lake Michigan in the process.
Yeah, train Lake in the process.
Just let me do it. Don't worry
No.
about it.
I
How
am
it gets-
morally opposed to you doing it. Dallas, do not use it if he sends it to
Thank you. This is
I
a
won't do
rare
it.
me and Colin agree.
Fuck
can't-
AI.
How I do it is not any of your business. Don't worry about it.
The pictures of me in the Michigan gear are kind of funny, but I feel bad about
Those are
laughing at
real.
them because
Those
I
are
know
real.
that
Those are
they
not.
relate.
Those are not AI. I promise. Those are real.
Found those on
Dallas,
your-
cue the
found those
Michigan
on your
photo.
bird.
Yeah, Michigan photo is going up. There it is.
Ugh.
Those are real. You just don't remember it.
All right. And finally, our headliner. This man has been a part of many debates in this episode, and not in this episode, but in the podcast as a whole. This man is honestly kind of what started, in my opinion, the debate on whether this guy is a top 10 quarterback or not. The mayor of mid himself, MSU legend Kirk Cousins.
Let's go.
That's solid. I gotta respect
go.
that.
Let's go.
Solid. I love
We need
that
to have
one.
a talk.
Woo!
How many? We had what, 2 or 3 MSU guys? This is way too many MSU grabs.
This is
in one
two. This is
all three
two.
cuts.
Next year,
Too
K9's coming
many.
for that next year. He's the reigning Super Bowl MVP. He's coming for that title next year.
All right. So to recap this year's class, episode 100, of course, in our coaches wing, we have Jim and John Harbaugh, and then we have Tom Kennedy, Amir Abdullah, Brian Hoyer, Russell Wilson, and Kirk Cousins.
I just want to say they'll make it one year. Bowling Green will eventually make the Hall of Fame.
Bowling
have-
Green.
In like 10 years, Harold Fitton Jr. can be in the Hall of Fame.
He'll
I
make it.
have a petition to amend the Hall of Fame going forward.
Hmm.
We need to add. Dallas will know what I'm talking about. These guys won't. How the WWE, their Hall of Fame, they do an immortal moment. We need to do all-time pod moments, whether it's an
Okay.
incident or
That
whatever.
can be a-
That would
can
be.
be a
I think that
new-
would be.
That can be a new category starting
And
next
my
year. I agree
nominee
with that.
is calling the 70-point Dolphins game.
I was
that
gonna say
is-
that's gotta be considerable.
And
considered.
if we get to episode 150, y'all got to remind me about that.
Write it down right now. Put a sticky note on your monitor.
All right, it's down. I got
You
it.
did not write that down.
That was about-
Really, Colin? Really? You had to say that?
that was
Yeah.
a solid Hall
By the
of
way,
Fame
guys,
list.
you didn't actually write that down.
Solid Hall of Fame list. I loved it.
Matthew Stafford got snub other than that.
You know what? Depending on how he sells this year, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, next up, I have a Super Bowl team versus. I thought it would be fun to put against 2 Super Bowl teams from the last 15 years and put them head to head and who would win. Now, 2 of these are not actual Super Bowl matchups that could be possible, obviously, because they're going to be 2 NFC teams. But the other 2 are AFC versus NFC. We're going to debate whether or not who we think would win in a hypothetical game between these 2 teams. So, starting off with the 2013 Seattle Seahawks versus the 2025 Seattle Seahawks. Who is winning that game?
The 2013 Seattle Seahawks.
No diff? No diff, Marsh?
Nope. Don't even
Wow.
need to. I think they're
Yeah.
better.
We got a score prediction?
Mm,
I think it'd be low scoring.
give me the 2013 Seattle Seahawks 24, the 2025 Seattle Seahawks 10.
Wow.
Colin, you got a score prediction?
I'm going like 21-17.
You still got
2013.
2013 Seahawks?
Still got 2013. I
Man.
think they edge past them. Their defense is too good to allow that many points, and I think that the defense is good, but like just bad enough that like that offense could score enough to beat them with how good the defense is.
Man,
I think the 2013 Seahawks are better at every position except for one, and that's wide receiver.
I mean, I guess I'm going to be the disrespectful one. I think the 13 Seahawks dismantled a team that was way better than the 25 Seahawks and the 13 Broncos. I mean, they literally had the MVP of the league and made him look like a fucking high schooler.
I mean, I was being nice. I was just kind of saying, like,
I think if they made Peyton Manning in that offense that set all those records that are still standing today, held them to what was the final score? I think they scored 8 points in that game.
mhm.
The Broncos
Yeah.
did. Man,
I
that's,
am not.
I think
gonna
that showed
lie,
me
I was thinking
that
1 year ahead and was going the team that lost to the Patriots.
Oh man, this is the peak LOB.
Yeah,
this is
I think it was 48-8 or 43-8.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with you, Donnie.
And if you don't remember, I said Super Bowl winners in the beginning.
You're so right. You totally did. I tuned out the word winners.
Let's be honest.
I am watching the Tigers game at the same time. So
Colin was firing at all cylinders. It's something in his brain as soon as he hears trivia. That shit. Second grade education comes right back. No, I think.
I'll have you know, I was reading at a 9th grade level in 2nd grade.
I know. Okay. I don't want to be like outlandish, but like
outlandish. It's episode 100. Fuck it.
Like 45-3 would like be in my realm.
Oh,
I think
how about that?
3 is crazy.
I don't think there's any part. I mean, who was the Broncos running back at that point? It wasn't no Sean Moreno. I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe Kenneth Walker is better than whoever they had at the time.
Marshawn Lynch?
No, on the Broncos.
Oh.
I'm saying the team that they played.
Yep.
Like, I don't know, but maybe the run game was a little bit better than what that Broncos run game was, but like Peyton over Darnold, like I think it would get ugly fucking fast. Yeah, that 13 Seahawks team was on a different level.
Okay. Moving on, we have the 2017 Philadelphia Eagles versus the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Foles leading the team against
MSU legend, by the way.
MSU legend. And you got Jalen Hurts, Saquon, AJ Brown.
I'm taking 2024 Eagles.
And a score prediction.
31-21.
That 17 Eagles defense was kind of tough.
This is the problem with this one for me. Are we remembering Nick Foles as Nick Foles what he was for his career? Are we gonna imagine he just had that all-time heater of a game in this Super Bowl? Well,
we're gonna assume big game, big dick Nick is there.
I mean, if he fucking plays the way he did against the Patriots, then I think the 17 Eagles win.
I still got 24 Eagles, even if he plays like that.
I disagree.
This one's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. This one's a good question. I think that 17 Eagles defense was so fucking good. That pass rush was so insane. But I just think that team didn't have as good as skill positions, and Foles isn't as good as Hurts. I'd say like a 20-10, 25 Eagles win. With that D line of the 17 Eagles, like even making it a game. I think if they had any other line, that could be a blowout type of game.
But that 17 Eagles defense was good, but
that's just that pass rush.
You're looking at prime AJ Brown for the Eagles. You're looking at 2,000 yards Saquon. You're looking at one of the best O-lines in the league at the time.
Yeah, but you got to think both of the O-lines, they're literally the same guys, except one's a decade younger. So, like, I think that 17 Eagles O-line's better. Yeah. Given they didn't have fucking
I still got Eagles.
I don't know, man. It really comes down to Nick Foles. If Nick Foles has, like, the game he had against the Patriots, I could see, like, 28-24, 17 Eagles. But I'm just going to assume he doesn't do that against the 25 Eagles pass rush.
I'm trying to remember back to how good that New England defense was that year. I mean, they definitely weren't bad. They made the fucking
keep in mind that is the unit that was DC'd by Matt Patricia. So
yeah, that's true. And it
was a good defense
because they got dismantled by fucking Nick Foles, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is the guy we hired."
And remember, their best corner at the time, Malcolm Butler. This was the rumors, never confirmed, but they were saying that Bill Belichick at the time was trying to basically nerf this team because he was mad at Robert Kraft because he wanted to trade Tom Brady. And remember, Malcolm Butler got sat for absolutely no reason. That's a fact. He literally got benched for no reason. He was playing good football and got benched. A part of me does think that Bill just kind of was like, I'm okay if I lose this game. But at the same time, was still trying.
I don't know, man.
But you can't deny that they still benched their best corner.
Yeah, but I think the thing at the time was he he did something like in a meeting or like he skipped practice or some shit like that. Like he didn't get in legal trouble, but it was something that pissed Bill off. I don't think Bill was intentionally like, yeah, I'm going to sandbag this. Even if he fucking hated Robert Kraft. I just think that maybe now Bill Belichick would do that. I think Bill Belichick back then still like wanted to win no matter who the fuck was on his team or off his team.
Yeah, so it's in regard to that, it says theories and rumors reports surface allegedly a heated argument with defensive coordinator Matt Patricia or that Butler violated team rules and curfew.
Yeah, Malcolm. You know what? I actually changed my mind. I'm on Malcolm Butler's side. He probably said, "Hey, Matt Patricia, you fat fuck, go to Detroit and fucking ruin their franchise." That's probably what happened. Honestly, good for you, Malcolm Butler.
All right, the next.
No, that's why the real one. I thought he said something to Bill. Fucking, he was right. Fuck off.
All right, next matchup we have the 2014 New England Patriots versus the 2020 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This was the Patriots team that did beat the Legion of Boom, but only because of that Malcolm Butler interception. And of course, the Tom Brady led Buccaneers revitalizing the duo with Gronk. Antonio Brown was also on that team. Shout out.
I'm going 2020 Bucks.
Part of the way through the year.
Yeah.
I'm going 2020 Bucks. I'm going they win 21-20.
21-20. So Patriots are going for 2 for the game and they lose.
And then they throw an interception at
they pull the Seahawks. Okay.
I do think I'm gonna go with the Bucks, but I agree it's gonna be close. I don't think it's gonna be 21-20, but I think that the Bucks win by less than a touchdown for sure.
Yeah, I just think that, but I mean, that was one of the lesser New England Super Bowl teams that we got. Like Dallas said, I mean, realistically,
they should have lost.
Yeah, I was gonna say out of all those teams, I mean, they're the one team that got lucky instead of like they won, and you can't take it.
And we got to remember that Bucks team, even though it had that star-studded offense, that defense was insane. That defense was nasty.
Well, I think we remember the defense better than what it actually was, solely because you remember the Chiefs team they played. That was the team that was out both tackles, and like it was a patchwork O-line. So like they looked dominant in that Super Bowl. But
they were still like
they were very good.
They were a top 5 defense in the league, and they were
a top 5 defense that we remember as one of like the greatest D lines ever, just because they made Mahomes look pedestrian.
Oh, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about the defense as it was. Like they were a good team.
They did have MSU legend Will Golston on the squad. So.
There it is.
I remember that team as they got hot late. They barely beat the Packers. And then that Chiefs team was just so beat up that, I mean, Brady could have scored a touchdown and a field goal in that game, and they were going to win just because of how the defense was playing. But I'd say that Bucs team's better. They were a unit.
You got a score prediction there?
20-14.
20-14. All right. And then our final matchup for today, we have the 2019 Kansas City Chiefs versus the 2021 LA Rams.
Man, this is a fucking game.
Was that the Super Bowl that the Chiefs had that comeback against the 49ers? Is that what year that was?
They've had 2 Super Bowls with a comeback against the 49ers. But yes, this was the first one.
The very first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was the very first Mahomes Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna go Rams here. I think their defense, especially with Donald, too good. And
gotta think this is prime Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. You still got Chris Jones on the other side. Matthew.
I'm going 2019 Chiefs. I'm going 27-20.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I want to say Stafford, that team it came down to the wire against a Bengals team that I think the Rams were decidedly better than.
That's what it did it for me. Was I just think that the Rams were on paper probably a better team, but I just think that Super Bowl they probably could have done better. And I think that's probably the case with this is that they just probably should do better. And I think that Chiefs offense is way better than that Bengals offense. So yeah, I gotta
That
go.
Chiefs defense is way better than that Bengals defense.
Yes, for sure. That Chiefs team was insane.
I think
It's funny enough that the only thing that was bad on it. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. There wasn't really. I mean, maybe a running back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire wasn't the best.
I mean, another thing with that Rams is we like
No, that was Kareem Hunt.
we we don't like to say this. You guys like to say this, that Rams team was a super team. But if you actually think back to that playoff run, they smacked the shit out of the Cardinals, which the Cardinals were kind of a fraud team all year. Then they played the Bucks, and that was the game they had the huge lead at halftime. Brady stormed all the way back. They tied it. Looked like they were going to go overtime. Then Cooper Kupp, the seam, and they kicked a field goal to walk it off. Then they played the 49ers in Santa Clara, and I don't like remembering it this way, but if Jaquasti Tart catches that interception, who knows if the Rams make the Super Bowl. And then obviously they had a fight in that Super Bowl. So 3 of their 4 playoff games were like legit nail biters. Whether it was the defense, I mean, Stafford had a couple bad throws in there, but that 19 Chiefs team, I remember them not really like running through everybody, but I think they would match up good enough against the Rams. I would say
they beat Houston 51-31 in the divisional round, Tennessee 35-24 in the conference championship, and then obviously beat the 49ers 31-20 in the Super Bowl.
I would say
21 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, that was the one game they were getting their ass beat by the Texans. They were getting beat like 24-0. And then it was a blowout the other direction at the end of the game.
Yeah, they scored 28 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was blowout
24-0.
Blowout the other way. I'd say Chiefs, but I think it would be an offensive light show. I'd say 35-31 Chiefs.
All right, we are going to be building a 20-0 team, the game that's been taking the world by storm. We're going 20-0. Guys, we got to do this as a group. 20-0, we got to pick the best player for the best position. Starting with the offense, we'll go to defense. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there are multipliers on quarterback, edge rushers, and corners. So the better of those positions we get, the better chances we have at going 20-0. All right. So let's obviously start off. We're going to do all teams, legends, all eras. It's going to be challenging. So first spin, I do believe we get some respins on team and era, but let's see where we're starting off. Okay. The Raiders from 1976 to 1985. We might already need to do a respin.
I respin.
I don't know. Marcus Allen.
No.
Marcus Allen's
See, is this like the basketball one where only stats matter?
Yes. These tight end stats are kind of nuts.
For the 70s.
Holy fuck, Todd Christensen?
Oh yeah, take Todd Christensen.
Todd.
Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen, 67 catches for 500 yards.
Isn't that the guy from the reality TV show?
I don't think we'll get a better tight end than this, honestly.
Yeah, let's do it.
Those are pretty good stats.
Okay. Tight end. We also do get 2 flex spots as well. Cleveland 99 to 05. What are these polls?
That's the respin.
Doug Peterson?
Are you sure Tim Couch?
Wait, Doug Peterson? Hey, Doug Peterson.
Hold on. Let's see if there's like a good defensive player that we don't remember.
We just have offense right now. We can't do defense.
Any good wide receivers?
No.
Terrible.
This is what they had in like
this is probably a respin.
Yeah, this is a reroll.
Gotta be a reroll.
Anything in Cleveland's probably a reroll.
That's the worst era.
Cardinals.
What the fuck?
Oh, we might have to do Old Man Emmett. Yeah, we might have to do
McCown.
Old Man Emmett Smith right now is our best.
Larry Fitz has to save us.
Is Larry Fitz? I mean, yeah, Larry Fitz has got to be
we gotta go Larry Fitz.
David Boston didn't have a bad year. 1,600 yards.
That is bad.
Yeah, I mean David Boston too.
I'd say
the touchdowns
Larry
carry.
Fitz.
I think the touchdowns carry for
specific
Larry
like season stats is what matters.
It has to be
I think it's their best. It's their best. Sorry, it's their best year within that time span.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we got to do Fitz for the touchdowns.
We have had some awful pulls.
Do we want to put him wide receiver 1 or throw him in the flex?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Okay. I don't know if that actually matters or not in this. All right, next spin. Cardinals
Good
06 to 10.
grief.
Good.
Larry Fitz, keep it up.
Kurt Warner, come on down.
Nah, we can't do Kurt Warner,
we can't.
man.
Kurt Warner might be the benchmark of where we are.
Anquan Bolden?
4 fucking touchdowns?
Jeez, man. We are getting some
Good.
terrible. It might be
saying
Anquan
Ben
Bolden.
Patrick.
Dallas, you have the power of editing. This is not how episode 100 would go. I say we just restart. I'm dead serious. I'm 1,000%
How about we see
serious.
this through and we'll do a
No,
second one, and if
I
that
don't
takes
think we
better,
should
then we'll
do
do
Oh, we
that.
got to see it through. What if we get some great points late?
We're cooked already. We are cooked.
Let's try to go 0-20.
At this point, honestly,
Edgerrin James, 1,207 touchdowns.
that's probably the pick.
I mean, yeah, that or Anquan Bolden flex. We just have to get touchdowns from some other position.
Sure, Anquan Bolden. I mean, we're cooked either
All
way.
right, Anquan Bolden in the flex. God, we
We-
are getting some
Maybe
Rams.
our
defense
06
will
to
save us.
10.
This is
Wow.
terrible.
Steven
Wow.
Jackson.
Steven
That's
Jackson.
solid.
Steven Jackson.
Sam
Danny
Bradford.
Amendola.
Danny
Don
Amendola.
Avery?
Donnie,
I
you
like
play
that
for the
name.
Rams?
I like that name.
Yeah, no, it's got to be Steven Jackson. It's got to be. Steven.
This is bad, guys. This is.
We can still get Tom Brady or something.
We need the Legion of Boom.
Denver.
Okay, getting
There we
some
go.
good
Peyton
players.
Manning.
Peyton
Peyton
Manning.
fucking
Peyton
Manning.
Manning.
Yeah.
Wait,
Gosh.
we got no Sean Moreno.
Chicago.
Awesome. Jay Cutler. Come on down.
Matt Forte. Or no,
Jeremy
Brandon Marshall.
Langford, MSU legend.
Oh,
MSU
Brandon
legend,
Marshall.
Jeremy Langford.
Hold on. Go down
At
to
the
tight end.
flex.
Do they have a
At the
tight end
flex.
back
Put him in there. Put him in there.
there?
No, it's Brandon Marshall, guys.
No, it's fucking Jeremy Langford.
Shut up,
Will
Colin.
you stop?
It's Brandon
Dude,
Marshall.
he was K9 before K9 was K9, all right?
Hurry up, Brandon Marshall.
All right, we're on to defense.
Peyton
defense.
Manning's the only offensive player.
We got
Good grief!
Okay.
Bill Romanowski?
So-
Derek
my
Burks is
God.
60 sacks.
Yeah, so 16 sacks. We got to be looking at sacks, interceptions.
11
Oh.
sacks from a defensive tackle is not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
that's the
Rod
goal.
Coleman. Let's see who else
6
we
sacks,
got.
105 tackles from Eric Barton. That's not awful.
I can't wait to get the Cleveland Browns 2012 through 2016.
Shut the fuck up. Why would you even say that?
That's gonna happen. I hope you know it.
Rod Woodson with 8.
It's going to
Rod
come down to
Woodson,
like one position.
8
trying to save us, and
interceptions
that's
on
gonna
Rod
be the team
Woodson.
we
I think
draw.
that's the poll.
You think so?
8
Maybe.
interceptions?
That's pretty good.
That's
We're
insane.
only gonna top that if we get like fucking the Lions in the 50s with Night Train.
Go it. Do it. Rod
All right,
Woodson.
Rod Woodson. New England, 99 to 05. We do have a reroll if we
Mike
want to
Vrabel!
use it.
Mike Vrabel.
Hey,
9
Hey,
sacks.
That might be the best poll.
we can put him at linebacker. It says so. We could also
Maybe we
do
should
that.
maybe we should do Willie just because he has tackles for loss and
Richard
Vrabel.
Seymour.
Why does it even
Wilfork
put
have any
Vince Wilfork
stats?
0 sacks, 35 tackles, 0 QB hits?
Because
What
he's
a
on the
season.
team. What?
Teddy Bruschi.
Teddy
Solid,
Bruce.
solid.
6 interceptions.
Ty
Ty
Law.
Law
Ty
for a
Law.
corner.
I think Ty Law at corner is probably the best bet.
You think so?
Oh man. Yeah, I guess. What we're gonna put him at? Defensive. Oh, I never.
We got corner. All right, we need a banger here, man. Buffalo.
Banger.
Or
Bruce.
fucking-
It wasn't even Bruce Smith's best.
Yeah, he was an old man at this point.
We
This is
still got
bad.
12 sacks.
This is bad. This is a bad team, guys.
London Fletcher. Shout
That's a
out.
lot of tackles.
That is a lot of tackles.
With
We go
4
London
sacks?
Fletcher.
I mean, I fuck with that.
Yeah, let's take London Fletcher.
Okay.
God, this team.
If we need some. Hey,
Honestly, we're gonna
Chris
be lucky if we
Chris
make the
Jones.
playoffs.
Is that too early?
Justin Houston.
Dante
Good
Poe.
Oh,
wow.
that might be the pull.
Oh,
22
yeah.
sacks.
Dude,
That's
hey,
the pull.
hear me out. Hear me out. Can we put him at? Yeah, we can put him at flex and then hope for another huge sack guy. That might be the only way to save this fucking thing.
I mean, even if we put him at edge, we would still have a flex, so we could literally put anybody
Yeah,
there.
just put him at
Yeah.
edge. Fuck it.
Okay. Chargers. We do have a respin,
Sean
guys.
Merriman? Sean Merriman of this? Yeah, only 10 sacks.
Junior
Johnny
Seau.
Edwards?
Brownie Edwards. I think this might be a restart.
I say we re-roll it. We need a
Yeah.
big pull.
There's
We
another
need
8 interception guy in there.
Give us the Eagles 2010
Saw
to 2014.
Ryan McNeil.
Ryan Mc-
I think this is a real.
We need like a Fletcher Cox or something to D-tackle.
No,
All right,
we
here
need fucking Myles Garrett.
We need Myles Garrett, honestly. Here we go. Reroll. Saints 99 to 05. Gosh.
The only bad era of the same. Oh, there's a couple good seconds.
Charlie Clemens right now with the sack lead.
17 sacks!
Oh,
Leroy
that's
Glover.
That's insane.
That's the
That's
one.
insane.
That's the one.
As a D-tackle.
Hey, guys, if that's ever a future for fourth and wrong Hall of Fame name,
Yeah.
that's right there.
Green Bay 06 to 10.
Fuck this team.
Aaron Campbell 15.
It's
Wow.
I think Clay.
Charles Woodson's on this team, I'm pretty sure.
Did he have a good peak season?
I mean, what a Super
9
Bowl.
interceptions.
Yeah, that's definitely a Charles Woodson pick.
God,
All right,
right.
let's see.
Let's see what we
Force a
did.
lot of-
20 and 0!
Oh my
20
god!
and 0!
No way.
Let's
way.
go!
Look at that offense.
The
Yeah,
defense.
this shit,
Oh my
this shit's
god.
smoking dick.
Let's
It had to be the
go.
defense.
First
It had
try.
to be.
Yo,
No, it had
Marshall
to
wanted
be.
to restart.
I
Marshall
did.
wanted to restart.
It has to be
20-0.
Peyton. Peyton Manning carried.
Yeah, Peyton had to have carried.
it's the multiplier. Well, the
I
defense,
mean, look at the first picks we had. Of course,
at
I
the-
wanted to restart. Our
look at the
offense is
sacks,
not-
though. The sacks.
It's our defense. That's what I'm saying. Our
It's
defense
a
is
101
Our
defense,
defense is
98
insane.
offense.
To be
First
fair,
try.
if quarterback does have a multiplier, I mean, we literally got the best quarterback season of all time. That's the record for touchdowns and yards, I'm pretty sure. Still to
Well,
this day.
like I said, there is a multiplier for quarterback, edge rusher, and corner. We got 22 sacks from our edge rusher and then 55 touchdowns from our quarterback. That's peak.
Yeah.
The only bad thing on our offense really is Anquan Bolden, and that's only because of the 4 touchdowns. If he had more touchdowns,
Yeah.
that's fine. 1,200 yards and nothing to sneeze at.
Calling back to earlier in the Hall of Fame segment, I'm just now realizing
Glover.
that Peyton Manning in that one season threw more touchdowns than Brian Hoyer did in his entire career. And he's in our fourth and wrong Hall of Fame. Let's go.
Leroy Glover. What a fucking guy.
Thank you
Okay.
for watching episode 100. 100 episodes later, maybe we'll be here for another 100. Who knows? Only
We
time
will
will
be.
tell. But thank you for the last 3 years of watching. If you've watched our videos, we appreciate you. We will continue to do these as long as all of us want to. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in episode 101. Peace.